Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast here on Bleacher Report. Jacques,
Hulk,
Jacques,
Hulk.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now why I'm wearing this mask before we start. I know it ain't Halloween yet, but the way the Titans played today on offense, in particular with Coach Mike McCoy, they played scared like it was Halloween. So trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. Can I have some candy to eat? Right? That's how they played. All right, whatever. All right. What's up, folks? What's going on, y'all? Hey, the Tennessee Titans, man, with another loss today, Jacques. 38-14 against the Indianapolis Colts. Again, as we mentioned, man, another loss. The Tennessee Titans now are 1-7. 1-7. Jacques,
Hmm.
man,
Hmm.
dude. How you doing, brother? Oh man.
I'm here. I think
Yeah,
I told you, man. I'm here, bro.
yeah, yeah,
What they
yeah.
say? I'm here so I don't get fined.
Say what now?
I'm here so I don't get fined. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Ah, I'm
I'm here.
scared. It's Halloween, bro. Trick or treat. Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
oh, oh.
Yeah,
It's third
dog.
down and fourth down. We're just gonna keep, punting the ball when we are a 1-6 football team. All right, we'll talk
Hmm.
about it. We'll talk about it, John.
Yeah.
All right, so as mentioned, the Tennessee Titans with another loss against the Indianapolis Colts, 38-14. So, John,
Yes,
we got
sir.
a whole question out there as well, man. We know
Hmm.
the Titans lost another game. What would you say is the biggest reason the Tennessee Titans lost this football game against the Colts?
They're a bad football team, man. And this is what bad football teams do. If I had to say specifically today, undisciplined, and what I mean by the undisciplined, I look at the defense. I'm gonna go to the defense first. Defensively, man, we were missing tackles, taking bad angles,
Yep.
the poor pursuit, no energy, lethargic. John JT acted a fool on us, which I knew he was. I mean, he could score 3 touchdowns a day, man. Of course, he was going to eat. It's just a lack of just everything. But today, defensively, man, they on right out the gate, man, they acted a fool on us. And
Yeah.
offensively, I can't even. When I go to the offense doesn't have enough firepower right now to score a lot of points. He just don't. Okay. And you got 3 rookies out, well, really 4 rookies out there that you're asking to do something, and you got
Facts.
a running back in TP who's old aged. Tajay Spears did some things today, which I think I've been advocating for him to be the starter now going forward. But I mean, it just we don't have enough talent on offense to just score points, dog. We just don't. So when your defense
Yeah.
is just allowing everything like a leaky faucet just to come through, I mean, you can't win football games like that. And it was
Yeah.
just too easy. The coach, like I think you should mention it, they didn't even break a sweat today, man. Like they
No.
on both sides of the ball, they were chilling, dude. And so
Yeah.
um, I just think it's a lack of talent. Defensively, they played an awful game, and they continue that trend. You can tell Jeffrey Simmons is missed. Jarvis Brownlee is missed. Ayo Manor Davis, I think that's whatever his name is. That his name?
Jalen
Ain't no
Almar Davis.
Amar Davis, man. He is not a good corner, dog. And I see why Baltimore let him go. Let me just say that.
Wow.
He got mossed by Pittman, and that was ridiculous. And then on the other side, Daryl Baker gets mossed by Alec Pierce. So I mean, y'all making Daniel Jones look like Tom Brady out there and Peyton Manning of years past. So you're just dealing with a team right now, the man that just don't have an identity, just everywhere, and that's the reason why we lost
Yeah.
this game, man. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah. Facts, no paper, job. This is I know you fans are tired of seeing this team lose every week. It is a lack of talent, for sure. I do agree with that. I think that's the number one answer. But I'm gonna add to that too. You can have a lack of talent and still be competitive. We knew
Hmm.
they were not going to win this football game. They were a 14-point underdog, the biggest underdog in the NFL by far. The next game was 8 points, right? So we suck. We know that. But I'm going to also say, I'm going to put this loss on Coach Mike McCoy. I think Coach Mike McCoy today looked like this the entire game, right? He was questioning himself, right? You are a 1-6 football team before coming here today, right? It's fourth down and 3. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. Go for it. Build the confidence with your young players. When you tell them we're not going for it, you're like, okay, you must not think we're good. Forget it. Cam Ward was frustrated when that took place. You could tell in his face, like, man, we could at least try to be competitive on
Mm-hmm.
offense. And then what happened? We pumped the ball, and the Colts get the ball back, and they scored within like 2 minutes. So I think the lack of talent is the number one reason, though we didn't think they were going to win this football game. But as your head coach, you have to trust your players. You have to at least give them an opportunity. Yes, they did at one point in the fourth quarter, went for it, and they did not get the first down. Okay, that happens. We are a 1-6 football team before today. Go for it. Be competitive. The Titans offense overall today, when you look at the offense, 341 yards of offense today. Now, we only scored 14 points at the end of the day. So that's our average. We're the worst team in the league. We're the worst offense in the league. But at least give them some opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that, when you look at it, man, we played scared. And we look at scared in the book, in the dictionary, fearful and frightened, as if like we're not an NFL team. Coach Mike McCoy deserves some of the slack as far as them losing the day, for sure. On top of complete lack of talent. We're just not a good football team. We suck. So that's what I think, Jock.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about how would you grade Mike McCoy, man? What grade would you give him?
I think early in the game, and I mentioned it when I talked to you, man. I think that I felt that he did all right until he had to really start making decisions, like head coaching decisions. And it is his second game, but he's not a rookie at this. He's been a coach in the past, right? So I think I have to look at that too. He's not a rookie coach. So I'm going to give Coach Mike McCoy. I'm going to have to give him an F today, bro. I'm giving him an F today because at the many points, it wasn't a situation where he had to out-coach the coach. Your team isn't good. They're not good. So it's like I could be Jimmy Johnson. I could be Nick Saban in college. I could be George Seifert. I could be Tom Landry. I could be that dude. I'm not going to win this football game because our team just is not good. But in those moments where you had to be a head coach, that's where he dropped the football, and that's where he made those mistakes. Mike McCoy, again, played very nervous out there, second-guessed himself, and didn't give a lot of confidence to his young guys. And I'm not a guy that thinks you should just every fourth down just go for it. There's people really like that. Every fourth down, just go for it. And then they don't. They punt. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. Blah, 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 blah. It's a whole lot of people like that, bro. And you can't play football like this. It's not a video game, right? You have to be very strategic. But you are a one-win football team. It's 4th and 3. Why not try? Why not give it an opportunity? He did that twice today. Now, when he finally did do it in the fourth quarter, the game is already over. They didn't get the first down, but hey, at least you tried. That's all we're looking for. When you're a bad football team and your defense is Swiss cheese out there, your defense can't stop me from running. And Jonathan Taylor again, 3 touchdowns again. Jonathan Taylor, when we figured that he'd have a hell of a game. Jonathan Taylor, 112 carries. Listen to what we're saying here. 12 carries, 153 yards rushing, and he had 3 touchdowns. 12 yards a carry. That's insane. That's some college football stuff in the NFL, right? So the defense can't stop nobody. So keep your offense on there as long as you can. Don't keep putting the defense out on the field when they can't stop me. That was a problem for me for Mike McCoy. I'm actually giving him a grade of an F today for me. What about you, Jacques? What would you grade Coach Mike McCoy?
I'm giving him an F. I mean, that broke the camel's back. And then Cam wanted to go for it. He was visibly frustrated, and he said some things, and I understand it. I think I probably said the same thing when he was saying, I'm like, go for it. Why? What are we doing? Just go for it. And we didn't. So, I mean, again, he's just the interim, so I don't expect him to be around anyway. Yeah. I didn't expect him to elevate this. I've elevated anyway. So, I mean, but yeah, I give him an F, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. The chat is popping, by the way. Shout out to everybody, man. Juggernaut 1911. I see you, Tulsa Titan. Mike Rice, that boy Jay Dizzle 177. Jay Burks, Desmond Willis, the GOAT Lee, your favorite ginger. Hey, everybody. Hey, we appreciate everybody, tuning in for sure. Thank you all. All right. So, Jacques. Speaking of the offense for the Tennessee Titans, we did lose 38-14. How well do you think the offense played today in the loss against the Colts?
I mean, the offense looked like they had a good flow to them. Offensive line was blocking pretty well until they do their typical thing. They'll let up a sack or two. But I mean, statistically, man, we out. I mean, this is crazy. We had 67 plays to their 52 plays. They outpaced us in offense. They scored 420 yards of total yards offense. We had 341 yards of total offense. When is the last time that's happened, right? And it's been a while. I mean, minus the one turnover Cam had, I mean, the offense was moving for what you had to work with when it comes to like having rookies out there. I couldn't ask for nothing else. So like you said, well, I knew we were going to lose this game, but it's like which side was going to be competitive. And I seen Chimere DK, who had 7 catches for 94 yards, I believe, right there with Michael Pittman, right? He was one off of Michael Pittman. He just didn't have a touchdown. Gunnar Ham got involved. I think at one point Cam was throwing 6 different receivers. So it seems like Bo was getting it was getting the ball out. It's just we don't have enough talent on offense to strike fast and score points. You know what I'm saying? And we're still making mistakes in certain issues. Like we had offensive pass interference that killed the drive, right? We still do drive killer things. And then this one goes to personnel. Tajay Spears should be your RB1. He should be your RB1. Was when Tajay Spears touched the ball when he was running the ball, good things happen. When TP touches the ball, things slow down. So overall, that's kind of what I was looking for in this game to see how the offense was going to do. And they did as much as I would like them to do. You got to ask me, I'm satisfied, if that makes sense. But at the same time, we only scored 14 points. And I can only say, what can you do when you got 4 rookies out there trying to do the job of 4 vets to say go out there and score 1,000,000 points? It's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, it's just living realistically in the realistic world right now. We just don't have it. So that's me, man. I'm satisfied. But I just defensively, man, they get a plumb by the F. But what about you, Hope?
Okay, facts no paper, man. The offense today, you bring a heck of a point about the players that's on the field. I do agree. That's a heck of a statement when you have 4 rookies as your primary playmakers right now, right? Cam Ward, Shamir DK, Elick Ayamainer, and Gunnar Helm, right? And Gunnar had the touchdown. I did call that in the pregame. I felt that this would be a game he could score a touchdown and those things. When I look at the total offense, I don't know as far as say like the offensive line. I thought they played okay. I thought they played all right. Play calling was okay. Again, with Coach Mike McCoy being nervous out there, not going forward and those things. Again, that's all offense. And so at the end of the day, when you look at yards, yes, we had 341 yards of offense, but we only had 14 points. And that's been the average all season long, right? 13.5 points a game in the NFL. And I think there could have been some opportunities for us. There was a missed throw by Cam Ward. He had blocking. He missed the throw. There's opportunities as well for, Alick would have dropped. I mean, it's other opportunities that could have been there that could have at least made us have some more points. So I'm going to say mid today on the offense. I know we don't have the players, and I think we did as good as we could. Oh, but I do think there were opportunities to at least another touchdown or 2, possibly, in this game, or at least some more yards and those things. So I'm going mid on the offense today as far as the Titans.
Okay, so you had more expectations. On that long throw, I went back and looked at it. Ayamainer slowed up on that throw, by the way. So I questioned the personnel. I would have put DK in that slot and let DK run that route because I trust DK speed more than I trust Ayamainer. That's just me. If I was coaching it and if I was scheming it, that's how I would call it. But just
Well, my expectation is to score more than 14 points. I mean,
it ain't happening. I
know that.
You gotta, yeah,
I can't personally say it's great or good if we don't score 14 points.
But that ain't happening. Hell, we barely scored that last week. So that's why I'm at with it, bro. Let me ask you a question. How well do you think the defense did today?
Oh, the defense did terrible today. I don't know any other word to put it. I think defensively, we didn't do well. We didn't stop them at all. I mean, as I mentioned about, the running back in Jonathan Taylor, and he had 12 carries for 153 yards and 12 yards a carry and 3 touchdowns. I mean, you can't play worse than that. Daniel Jones was 21 for 29, 272 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, they were terrible. The defense was horrible. And to a point, they even had Riley Leonard to play at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. That's not supposed to happen in the NFL. Michael Pittman had 8 catches, 95 yards. There was nothing the Colts didn't break a sweat today. Now, yes, Jeffrey Simmons is out, but but so what? It's like you're an NFL team. You got to play. You got to play for what you have out here. You got to do something. And we didn't do that. We're saying that Jeffrey Simmons was good enough for us not for the defense just to completely. I wouldn't put that on one player on anybody. I wouldn't put that, especially on defense, a defensive tackle. You know what I mean? So the defense was Swiss cheese out there. They did terrible. They did horrible. We couldn't cover. I think we had 3 sacks this game. But we didn't cover well at all, and we didn't tackle well. Hooker didn't tackle well. The linebacker, Cody Barton didn't tackle well. I mean, he sucked. Our defense played terrible. Our leading tackler was Daryl Baker, 4 tackles. So that lets you know right there we didn't do diddly squat out there today. What about you, man? How do you think the defense did today?
I told you, man, we did horrible, bro. We've been doing horrible for the past 2 weeks. Cody Barton, I'm calling Cody Barton out because as a middle linebacker, you have a gap assignment that you're assigned to. And when you allow my safeties to make tackles, which as a safety, we're fly guys. You're not you tackle, yes, if you're in the box free, but I prefer my linebackers and my first line of defense take care of business and my linebackers take care of business. That's how I want my stack to be. And Cody Barton, when I see his gap assignments, I don't know what he's thinking, but there was one run that was hole was big. I was like, okay, if Cody Barton was in that gap, he could have shot that gap and at least met JT in that hole where he could have at least slowed him down. Cody Barton, man, to me, is starting to be a bad signing, in my opinion. When it comes to, like I said, bad angle tackling, y'all know our coach. We teach our boys how to tackle. We teach them angle tackling. We teach them to wrap up and bring down, right? We teach them to swarm the ball. Whatever's happening at the Titans facility is horrible. Okay, that's horrible. You're a veteran. Okay, Amani Hooker, Xavier Woods. You should know this. I see lackluster and lethargic play. I see no effort. So they get a flat F. If I can give them a Z, I give them a Z. But the defense play horrible. From a secondary perspective, Davis, he's not a good DB. I'm sorry, man. Baker, I don't expect him to do anything. So this is where I question the Titans' leadership again. Why did you get rid of a player like Jarvis Brownlee, who was an aggressive corner, who actually made a PB? He actually had the PB for the Jets to win that game, okay? So again, they get an F, man. The defense is trash right now. It's straight up trash.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, okay. So Cam Ward today, for the the rookie quarterback, today was 22 for 38, 259, a touchdown and an interception. How well do you think Cam Ward played today, despite the loss?
Despite the loss, despite the interception, I give him a C. And if that's mid or good, whatever. I did see some improvement. He was stepping up in the pocket. The boy can't run to save his life. So he's an east and west runner. They need to teach him how to run north and south. Get positive yards, not negative yards. Okay. Another thing, he did make some good throws today. I will give him credit for that. When you lose, things get overshadowed. But if you turn that off and you can look at things from a half glass empty, when I'm looking at things from a different eye, he did some good things today. Of course, he did some things that he needs to work on. But from an improvement perspective, he continues to prove. He's starting to average about 250 yards a game. I'll take that. You're going to throw an interception. If you're going to throw an interception, throw it like the one you did. He didn't fumble the ball, so that's what I was praying he didn't do. He didn't give up nothing like that. He didn't give him a turnover. So I will take the interception that he threw. That was a good read on the DB. Shout out to the DB for undercutting that route and picking that off. So I give him a good grade of a C. That's what I'm going to give him today. And the reason why I do that, I count him off because of the interception. But I give him credit because he looked a lot different today. He looked like he's starting to slow down for him. I think you just need everything else to be built around him for him to get where he needs to get. So again, he did good, bro. I give him credit. I just got to give him a C because the interception. But other than that, things that I was looking for from an improvement perspective, I give him credit. Shout out to you, Cam. Keep climbing, young man. Because there's some people out there trying to doubt you, but keep climbing, dog. What about you, Hawk? What you give him?
Okay, so for me with Cam Ward, man, offensively today, I saw a lot of promise today from Cam Ward. I thought that Cam Ward, I'll tell you one thing I was impressed with Cam Ward today was despite them getting the brakes beat off them, literally, and not having a lot of talent around, he didn't seem phased. He seemed like he wanted to be out there and wanted to play hard, and he did do that. And then you look at the talent around him. There's you have a bunch of rookies, and we ain't talking about first round picks, y'all. We talking fourth round guys, fifth round guys, right? We're talking late round guys going against a playoff team in the Indianapolis Colts. I think this was, and statistically, even I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. It's been around the average he's had. This is the best I've seen Cam Ward play this season, even against Arizona and those things when he's driving the ball. I just think overall, I think Cam played his best game today. Yes, few mishaps here and there, and I don't anticipate him running much. Like you said, he's not an athlete in that regard. So anytime he can run the ball and kind of get something out of it, then that's cool. But I thought he played with poise today. We didn't score many points, and and so I think today was more of a building game. He did not fumble. Again, that's been my biggest concern for Cam Ward. The interception was a great play by the DB. That's going to happen, right? You throw the ball 38 times, there's probably going to be a pick in there somewhere, especially as a rookie throwing to a lot of fourth round picks. So I think I would give him a grade of a C myself. I give him a strong C today. I think today we can't put the loss on Cam today. You know what I mean? I think he put a lot of effort out there today, despite the offensive line playing so. I will say this: when the offensive line did block well and Cam had space, he threw the ball very well. He did, and so I give him credit. I give the offensive line credit when that did happen. But I think Cam. I think he. I ain't gonna say he had he had a great game, but I thought he had a decent game given the circumstances for today.
Right. Yes, it is. Any positives from today's game?
Yeah, Shamir DK, man. I think Shamir DK was the biggest positive of this game, man. Not just as a receiver, but kickoff and punt return. I mean, Shamir DK had 175 yards of kickoff returns today. That's amazing. He's the league leader in kickoff returns. It's Shamir DK. And it also was wide receiver 1 today. So 175 yards returning kicks, 93 yards in offensive receiving yards, right? So I really like what DK is doing out there, man. I think I told you, Jacques, I really know how important it is for him to return kicks and things. But because we're so bad, I'd rather him just be a wide receiver, dude, because I don't want him to risk himself getting hurt out there. I want him to be a primary receiver, especially while Calvin Ridley is out. DK should be wide receiver 1, in my opinion. So I think Shamir DK, to me, was the biggest positive from this game. What about you, Jacques?
I'm giving it to the rookies, man. I'm giving it to all the rookies, man. They contributed. They contributed in a big way. Ayo Manor was getting in there. Gunnar Ham had a touchdown today. He had a great catch from Cam. He kind of made up for it after that one play where he trying to drop the ball. Of course, Shamir DK. This is his second week in a row that he is starting to merge to be a more consistent receiver. So shout out to them. So the rookies, which is ironic, are carrying this offense. And it's sad because it's like they're rookies. I expect them to make mistakes. And that's why I try not to harp on them as much, because I'm like, they're freaking rookies and they're doing this as rookies. And I'm excited to see what happens year 2 for them, because they're so mature, and see how much the game slows down for them. But everybody else, and the offensive line blocked pretty well today. But I'm going to give it to the rookies, man. The rookies I didn't expect this. I expected from Cam, but I didn't expect it. Maybe Gunnar Ham, but everybody else, I didn't expect this. So shout out to the rookies, man. Y'all keep grinding, young men. Y'all trying your best is what you are given. You're dealt the cards that are handed to you. So
yeah, for sure. All right, cool. All right, well, we're now at our favorite part of the show, y'all. The live chop up. We want to give you all an opportunity, man, to ask us questions, man. Fire those questions off. Whatever's the best question out there, man. Hey, we'll put that on the screen, bro, and we'll answer them up, man.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody said about the wing T. He played the wing T. He was in the wing T offense in high school. My thing is that how athletic was he in high school? You know what I'm saying?
And that's high school versus the NFL. Too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, it's a totally different thing. Different. High school versus NFL. Yeah. Nah.
Cam Ward is recognizing that even in versus in college. At times when he was in college, he just be sitting back there just chilling like
couldn't
this,
run,
right?
bro.
You just like this at times, just sitting there. Can't do that in the NFL. This is totally. It's not incarnate water. This ain't the ACC with Miami, bro. This is the NFL.
The NFL. Things close fast.
It does.
Goatley says, is it Is this possibly the worst O line and wide receiver group in the NFL history? No,
No, not offensive line.
no,
No, no, no.
no, no,
No. We've
no.
had worse offensive line over the last 3 seasons.
Man, we've had
No.
worse wide receiver groups
Now
in
that
Titans
might be
history.
something. Yeah.
So I mean, you could say because this is rookies, yeah, but
Right.
no, not in
Right.
history. When I hear history,
Yeah.
that means this is history. So
History. Yeah.
nah,
No.
nah.
We're not good. We don't have. We're probably the worst in the league, but I don't say history as far as receiving core. No.
Right. And to your point, we the competitiveness. I think that's what everybody's looking for. That was a couple of questions. Somebody asked, can we start talking to coaches now? To answer that question,
I
no,
don't know.
no, you cannot. When playoff, they put in a rule. I think when the playoffs start, you can start tampering with head
Okay.
coaches. So I think that's the Arthur Smith thing that happened. You can interview them, you can get them ready. Whatever. Somebody asked, who can we trade? And ain't nobody trade able.
Yeah. He's Jay Dizzle. You're right. Who would we trade? Right.
Nobody.
And then what would we get back from that? I don't.
Nobody.
Nobody.
You got to trade Jeffrey Simmons, and that ain't happening. So.
And we're 0-3 with this loss. We are 0-3 in the AFC South. Y'all do know our playoff chances is done, right?
Oh, done.
They're done. They're done.
Yeah,
he only had a 1% chance before this game to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
so you can pretty much they might say they probably won't now because still be more wins than losses that have to happen. But within the next 2 to 3 weeks, the Titans are going to be ineligible for the playoffs.
Mathematically eliminated.
Yep, exactly. Absolutely.
Who do you think? Who do you think they would trade for at the deadline? I don't think nobody. The way Berganzi and Brinker are set up, they ain't trading for nobody, man. They're trying to build through the draft, dog.
I think what he's asking is who do you think we will trade?
Oh, nobody. Oh, who we think probably Roger McCreary or Arden Key, and that'll be Arden Key. I'm okay with Roger McCreary. You need DBs, so I don't know who you will replace him with. So that'd be stupid if you do it, but wouldn't surprise me. How well do you think Kevin Winston Jr. did from snaps he got? He was in the play. I think he needs to just get his reps, but I think he'll be a good replacement. He just needs to get his reps. I think he's got
to get reps. I mean, statistically, he only had one tackle, right? So so he was involved. I like his activity. He's just rusty, but I do think for what I saw in camp in practice, that Kevin Winston is he's got it. He's just got to take time.
Jay Dizzle says Mike McCarthy, yes or no? I mean, what do you think, Hawk? Yes or no?
Yeah, that'd be right. As of today, as of right now, I'd say he's probably my favorite candidate as of today. But once new candidates come on, I've been hearing about Steve Sarkisian from the Texas Longhorns is thought about going to the NFL. So it's a lot of we'll see. But I like Mike McCarthy.
Yeah. Then I want to say about somebody said, can we trade Amy? I'm gonna tell you something about the Colts ownership that I like. She's out there on the sidelines. She's listening to plays. She's involved with the players. The players can talk to her. She's involved. If I'm a Colts fan, I'm excited about that because she's trying to learn the game of football. She knows the business side of it, but she's trying to learn the game. So how much can I take to help this team continue to grow? And one thing that we don't have that. So I got to give
not at all.
So I got to give mad respect to that lady, man. Shout out to you.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. The Earth say they're like this. They here. They right here. Yeah. Amy Adams, she's
man. You can't even. Man, you said if I want to. Hey, y'all want to speak to Amy? You be like, man, nah, you can't speak to Amy, bro. You want to speak to who? Yeah. Amy. Yeah. Nah, you can't speak to Amy, man. She in Texas. I'm like, damn.
That's right. That's right.
So it says the Goat Lee says, if we get the number 1 pick again, do you think we automatically trade back? I mean, if you don't see nobody number 1 worthy, which I kind of don't right now, trade it. Yeah. Trade it. Pick up more picks.
Yeah, we need picks, man.
You need picks. Now, the thing is, when you get those picks, you got to remember they're rookies. So when they come in and play, you might not get the instant gratification that you want now. We in a rebuild, y'all. So if you're gonna be smart with them, do I trust the Titans to trade and do anything with those picks? I don't know. But I would trade it. I would entertain it. Would you, Hope?
Yeah, I would trade it. Yeah, no question.
I trade it.
I would do that absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because you have a court. When you pick number 1, you're looking for a left tackle, defensive end, or a quarterback normally, right? So you got a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? You hopefully got your lineman that you need with Dan Moore that you signed, right? And your defensive end is still a question. But we need players more than play. We need more players than any team in the NFL, man.
Azuri Diamond says, if we get a top 3 pick in the draft, would y'all go edge or wide receiver and which player? Man, I like Bang from Miami. but I have to see if he's worth that pick. But you got Tyson from Arizona too that I like. So it's either way it go. But I think we need help on the edge. I do. But also I want to build around Cam. That's like the catch-22. Like, do I want to go this route or do I want to go this route? So it depends on free agency. We got money. Like we got a bunch of bread. So
You know what my answer is, Jacques?
talk
Both.
to him.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Edge
I like
and,
that.
not
Yeah.
edge or edge and. How do we do that? We trade to
Yeah.
get 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
Right?
You do what
So
the
that's what I
Texans
would do.
did. You do what the Texans did. What
Yep.
the Texans did that year when they traded that pick. Oh man, they set up, and they defense is like damn the number 1 defense in the league. So yeah, and even with the thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
see.
see.
We gotta
We'll
get a
see.
coach
We'll
first.
see. Yep. All right,
we
we'll
need to
go,
run-
y'all. We'll go one more. We'll go one more question, y'all.
Running back.
We appreciate
DB.
everybody. We appreciate the activity for sure.
Juggernaut. I wanna shut down corner, bro. And I've been screaming this from the mountaintop. We need a DB. He said we need Jesus. I agree with that too.
Yeah, we do. That's right. Yeah, Jay Dizzle, you right about that.
We need the Lord. We right.
Yeah.
But I want to shut down DB, man. We need something. Like it's annoying at this point, man. It's annoying at this point.
It is, man. It is. So, well, cool, y'all. All right. Well, listen, look. We want to say thank you all, man, for participating at the show, man. We appreciate everybody, man, that's listening in or seeing us as well here. If you have not followed us on Bleacher Report, do that today. Download the app, Bleacher Report. Follow the Tennessee Titans. You can follow me at Lorenzo_the Hawk. You can follow Jacques as well at Jacques Merrill. Listen, we're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube, Tennessee Titans Weekly. We're on Twitter. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Apple, Spotify, you name it. We have content every single day. And again, shout out to Bleacher Report as well as always, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. When you do follow those entities, please cut your notification bells on. It'll let you know when we post any new content or when we go live. So that way you will not miss us and you can hear us talk about these trash Titans. So, Hawk.
Yes, sir.
I ought to make a shirt off there. Well, Hawk, take us home, bro.
Hey, whatever we can do to put a smile on our faces, make us, y'all. It's difficult talking about the Titans. What is it? They suck. Yeah. We're literally trying to make bologna sandwiches out of, I don't know, peanut butter. You know what I mean?
You're right. It makes our job hard, man. It really does. It really does. We do this for y'all. Let me say that. We do this for y'all.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, listen, as we hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week as well. Continue to follow us, man. We got content every day. And as we always say around these parts, y'all, facts.
No paper.